radio station announcer.
Yeah, it's funny. I would have never thought that. It looks like here the next 5-10 seconds, yeah, we're live. So it should be up and running now. I've got it titled as Part 2 because Part 1 did not last very long. But anyway, yeah, I was a dispatcher for part of my my military career, so we had a lot of time in front of the microphone. And when you're doing that for 10 and 12-hour shifts, you time to get a little parched, and your voice kind of crackles or goes, and mine just tend to get lower. Sometimes it works well out here, and sometimes it doesn't. But that's what we're working with there, Roger.
Oh, very good. Where's the live part at? I'm not on the YouTube that much to know how to work it.
Well, if you find the channel, again, it may take a minute or two for the new video to pop up, and I've got it titled as Part 2. It'll say live stream on 40 meters, June 10th, 2021. And then I said, what did I put down here? Put down here's to summer, and then in Part 2. So, and it's usually about a 20 or 30 second delay in the audio. So if you start hearing double, that's the reason why. But it's the first one now as a new stream. We're a minute and 17 seconds in, so you'll have a chance to hear it that way. If it doesn't pop up right now, it'll probably pop up in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to put you out there like that. And when I'm not trying to hold you hostage or anything, but again, I'm at the leisure of how the router works. But at the moment, we're in the green. Everything looks like it's up and running. We've got 3 monitors in front of us, and I think at the moment, at least, we're running.
Okay, I got to figure it out now. That's a neat little page you got going there.
Well, I appreciate that, and it would actually be better. Listed display would be better because this is a third-party software that I was able to get that works for ICOM. But on my Yaesu, I can actually take the radio display and put that up on the screen through a video capture card, and you'll actually see the actual what the radio is displaying. I wish you could do that on 7300, but they can't. Now 7610 you can, but this radio they don't have that option. That's why it's such a price point radio, but that's okay. Again, we're on the air making contacts. Now you'll have an opportunity to go back and listen to the audio, Jeff. Again, nobody knows your voice as good as you do, so you'll be able to make that determination if you want to make some additional changes or not. But again, I think it sounded great in my receive.
All right, very good, Randy. I'm going to have to take off anyway here. The horseshoer's going to be here any minute now, and we got to see what's going on down there. So, hey, thanks for the information. I'll check that video out here in a couple minutes, and hey, you have a great day. It's Whiskey 9 Romeo Zulu X-Ray 73, Randy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate you hanging in there with me, and yeah, give a look and a listen. See what you think. Again, we try to do this during the week in the evenings. Some days we're successful, some days we're not. I tell some of the folks, if you're really interested when we're going live, you can go to the channel and hit the little notification bell, and that'll let you know when we go live. But yeah, enjoy it. I had a great time talking with you as well. First contact on my log, so enjoy the rest of your evening. You and yours. Be safe and be well. And tomorrow's Friday, so we'll say 7-3, Jeff. Thank you again. Whiskey 9 Romeo Zulu X-Ray Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 7-3.
7-3.
Okay, K0 RWB, Randy in Kansas City, QRZ. Any other stations? Come with your call, please. I hear a station out in the distance, I believe ending in Romeo. I got part of that. Try it again if you would, please. I got Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. What's the prefix? Man, you're cutting out right in the beginning, and then you come strong on the Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Just give me the first part again. Okay, I got it that time. I sure did. Kilo 0, Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Roger?
Yes, sir, that is 0, Foxtrot
All right. Well, and you should be really strong in my receive since you've got some altitude behind you up in Divide there, Roger.
It's great here, and 9 for sure, maybe 10 over.
Well, nice to hear that. Actually got a brother who's right down the road from you there in Cascade. They're off of 24. And we spent 11 years in the Springs there, right off of Palmer Park and Powers, 3.2 miles from the front gate at Peterson there. Go ahead.
I've only lived here about a year. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and so I've been here a year. It's been great, and I've loved every minute of it.
Well, it's a nice little area up there, too. You're not that far from Woodland Park, and then Florissant, and if you wanted to go over to Buena Vista and whatever, you had a nice little drive up through there. Actually, years ago when we lived out there, used to go up into Pike National Forest, and used to go with the conservation department, and we could get cut our own firewood for $30 a cord up there in the Pike National Forest, which is just kind of north of you there in Divide. But yeah, what a great area. Oh, terrific! Well, that's great. Congratulations on the radio. That's currently what we're running here as well, and it looks like you're also a new licensee. So congratulations and welcome to the hobby. I think you'll find it's a terrific hobby. There's some great people out here. There's a little bit of something for everybody. You know, whether it's just phone or CW or digital modes or UHF, VHF, price point to everybody. It's a great hobby and some of the greatest people in the world you're going to find here, especially on 40 meters there, Roger.
Yes, sir. I've had a good time, and this is working off of an in-send random wire up in my attic.
Well, that's great. That's terrific. Well, you're about 5 and 8 here, 5 and 8 in my receive. The QTH here, we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Mike, the name here is Randy. We try to get out here in the evenings and play radio for a couple hours. We're also live streaming on our YouTube channel as well there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that with your other contact, and I'm over at your YouTube page now. I got one as well, so I don't know if you want to look up the address, the URL on the QRZ. I only have about 8-10 videos right now, but I'm working on it.
Do you have that? You have your link to your channel on your QRZ page?
Yes, sir. It should be at the bottom of the biography. EZB.
Okay, I see it here, Mike. It looks like you've got it listed under the date 6/3 of 2021 on your. Is that what you're doing it through your SOTA activations? Is that how you've got your channel set up?
Yeah, the first several videos, say 8 or so, were on building my ham shack from nothing to where I'm at now, and then the next 3 or 4 so far have been SOTA activations.
Well, I think that's terrific. Matter of fact, and I'm going to go to the channel when I get done here this evening and take a look at it. So, very cool, man. Congratulations again. For such a short period of time, since the licensee there, you got your general. You're coming a long way than a lot of other operators would. So, congrats on that. But we'll certainly give it a look there. And I've made lots of contacts into Colorado, but I've never made a contact into Divide. So you're definitely the first one there. Go ahead.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'm working on my extra. I should be taking that in about 3 weeks. But I've been having a great time, and trying to get on and get contacts. And I heard you talking, and I want to check out your YouTube channel. And other than that, it's going to be 73 for me, K0FYR.
Well, by all means, I appreciate it very much, Mike, and we're going to take a look at yours as well. I've already got a note here on my book when we get done this evening, and we'll reference back to your QRZ page. But thank you so much for giving us a call this evening, and I appreciate you taking a look there. And I know you'll see bigger and better things there, and hope your testing for extra goes well there in the future for you. So feel free to stop by any time you hear us out there. Give us a call. First contact into Colorado this evening, so I think the band should be in pretty good shape. Say 7-3s for now, and we'd look for you down the log again. Kilo 0, Foxtrot Yankee Romeo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Mike. 7-3s. Okay, K0 RWB, Randy in Kansas City, QRZ. Any other stations come with your call, please? Was it a Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Fox?
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Fox, India.
All right. Well, I've got a repeat here. Looks like we had a contact back in September of 2016. Long time no hear. Marvin, hey, how are you doing this evening? Oh, did we lose you there? Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Fox?
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Fox, India.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies there. That's probably why you didn't come right back to me. Well, then that would be Doug instead of Doug. Then Marvin, my apologies. I guess I didn't carry the last one on the end there.
Can I get your call from my logbook, please?
You bet. The call here is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, K0 RWB, red, white, and blue.
Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, QTH is 90 miles east of St. Louis and about 2.5 miles south of I-70, copy?
All right. Well, that's a pretty short distance this evening. Well, that's okay. We had another one in Illinois, just kind of east of Chicago earlier, so got a feeling that we're going to be getting Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin like we have most any other nights, but sounds very good in my receive. Again, the handle here, Randy, and we're just 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City here on I-70 there. Go ahead.
Hey, you got a good signal. You're 59 plus over here in Illinois. That has very good signals today.
Yeah, I just looked at my meter that time around as well, and you're 5.9 plus. I'd say probably real close to 10 over. So the signals that have been coming in really well, and it's really nice to have the audios that go along with them. So everybody seems to have their equipment set up real good this evening there, Roger.
Roger. I'll let you make some more contacts, but thanks for picking me up. There's 73s to you. KCNA VFI.
You bet. Thank you so much, Doug, and thank you taking the time to give us a call. And we've got the we got the call proper in the log for sure, though. So we'll say 7-3s. Be safe and be well. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Foxtrot India, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, Doug. 7-3s. Okay, K0 RWB QRZ. Any other stations come with your call, please?
This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Echo Zulu Victor, calling K0 RWB.
Was that a Zulu Mike Victor station?
Echo Zulu Victor.
Well, I can do that too. Give me the whole call and make sure I got it right.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Echo Zulu Victor.
Oh, terrific. Got you that time. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Echo Zulu Victor. Andy, good evening, sir. How are you?
Very good, very good. Picking you up really well up here, 20 over here in central Iowa. I know you've been getting some pretty close contacts, but this is a pretty special QSO for me. It's probably my first one, so I want to thank you for taking the call.
Well, it's going to be hard not to hear you when you're 10 over in the receive. And it's even more special for me because that used to be part of the conference I was in way back when it was the Central Iowa Conference. I used to live in Grinnell, Roger.
Oh, wow. I'm a South Tama graduate here.
Well, then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Very true, sir. Very true.
I probably got you by a couple of years, but yes, we used to, some of my better days came from Tama out at the track and field area. I did enjoy that track quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure it's still there. We took quite a bit of damage from the storm last August, but things are starting to get pretty cleared up, and yeah, like I said, it's definitely nice to talk to you this evening, and good to hear I'm coming through pretty well.
Yeah, again, you're doing quite well. You know, I've done a lot of hit and miss around the area. there, but I have yet to make a contact in Grinnell. Got into Marshalltown, got into Indianola, in the Des Moines area, of course, and Spencer, a little bit up north, Cedar Falls, Waterloo, over in Iowa City, and some of the smaller towns, Montezuma, and we could go on and on, Tumwa and so forth, but never into Tama, and so far not into Grinnell, but we're keeping our fingers crossed one of these days there, Roger.
Oh, you may. Could you read your call sign one more time for me, please?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. It's Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo K0 RWB or red, white, and blue.
Perfect, thank you, sir. I'm trying to get the hang of this, typing into the computer at the same time I'm talking, doing two things at once. Us Tama people can't do that very well.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're doing it on one screen, that's okay. I have four in front of me, so I'm kind of juggling from one side to the other. If you were listening earlier, we're actually live streaming here on YouTube as well. So our QSO is live. It's also being recorded. So if you're interested in listening to yourself on the air, what you actually sound like, you can go to my channel, YouTube channel, which is my call, K0RWB. And give a look and a listen. The downside is there's a webcam pointed right at me, so you get to see my pretty face as well there, Roger.
Well, thanks for the info. Yeah, I'll look that up. Kind of interested to see how things are working. This is a fantastic hobby we're getting into, that I'm getting into, and really looking forward to some more QSOs and how far we can take this.
Yeah, it really is. It's a terrific hobby. There's a little bit of something for everybody, whether you just like working here on phone or digital modes or RTTY or VHF, UHF, 22 meters, 440, 77 meters. If you're into, building your own homebrew antennas, there's all kinds of information for that. The thing I tell new operators is just don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to call CQ, get people to respond to you, and just ask questions. Hey, this is what I'm new to this, and you will not find people that'll shut you down. You'll find people that are just open. They'll just open up arms and help you, with any kind of question you have. That's kind of why we do this channel. Now it's a little different adage. Or different perspective. We don't do 5/9 QRZ. We don't do 20-minute QSOs. We try to be real respectful of everybody's time. But again, if we can share information that helps someone else, hey, great, and wonderful stories that go along with it. That's also kind of what we do there, Roger.
Again, appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I'll let you get back to finding some other folks out there, but definitely enjoyed the call this evening. Thank you very much for the QSO, and I'll definitely be looking for that YouTube channel.
Yeah, Andy, no problem at all, and we try to get out here in the evenings, a couple hours around 7 o'clock Central. That's the intention. Sometimes things get in the way. We got out here Monday, then we haven't been back until this evening, but again, if you hear us again, feel free to stop by any time. We'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. Again, welcome to the hobby, and really enjoyed talking with you. Made my night, especially from Tama. I can't wait to tell the family we got a contact into Tama. You and yours be safe and be well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope to have a chance to talk with you again. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Echo Zulu Victor, my apologies. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Echo Zulu Victor. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Andy. 7 threes.
KF0, EZB.
Okay, K0, RWB, rating Kansas City. QRZ, any other stations come with a call?
KF0, EZB.
Well, I know the numbers, but it's a whole lot easier if you give me phonetics. I can pull it out that better. Kilo Foxtrot 0, question mark.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Echo Zulu Bravo.
Outstanding. Otherwise, it'd be a whole mismatch, and we'd spend 10 minutes trying to figure out the call. Not as quick as I used to be, but I hope I type it in there. This would be Doug there, Roger.
That's a Roger, and I am in central Kansas in a little town called Larned near Great Bend. I understand you're in Kansas City, Missouri. Over.
Yeah, Doug, we're about 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City on the I-70 corridor, a little town called Bate City. And you would not be very far from Fort Larned, would you? Roger, been there many times, especially in 2016. We went out there with the National Parks on the Air program and did an activation from the park, and actually had one of the rangers helping me out and taking some radio calls during the time we were out there. Great little area. A little bit of a run, it's out past Great Bend. But it's a lot of history out there. It's very cool, that setup and how that fort was put together. So I'm really glad it's still sticking around.
Roger. Just give you a signal report. You're here in Larned at 59 plus 20 over, 59 plus 20.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I'll have to get you pretty close. I don't have any preamp or anything on the rig, but you're 10 over in my receive. So I think so far the band is in really great shape. Everybody's been 5.9 or 5.9 plus in the red. So nice to hear that the band is open. We got a little bit of noise like usual here on 40, but to have a couple of close-in stations like that made my day to get into Tama, Iowa, and now out there where you're at. That's a pretty cool deal on my receive there. Go ahead.
Roger. I've been listening for a while. Your contact there in Divide, he was 5.9 plus 5, and sometimes up into 5.9 plus 10. So I think you were correct in his elevation getting him out there, really.
Oh, no doubt about it. I'm trying to think. Divide is probably 88 to maybe 90, 100 feet. Even though he's got an antenna in the attic, you still got that altitude, and certainly wouldn't hurt the takeoff angle. So, good for him. And that's kind of the common story here the last several months. So, a lot of new operators coming into the hobby, which is really great. And you can just you can hear the enthusiasm in the voice. And that's a pretty cool deal. So, it's nice to hear the new operators out there. Some have been away, have come back to the hobby because of the last year and a half of all this nonsense we've been dealing with. And they find out really quick it's a really terrific hobby there. Go ahead.
Roger. That's my story here. I got my technician's ticket in 98. Kind of left the hobby in 2004, just got back in a couple months ago, got my general, and I'm sitting here talking to you on an FT991 Alpha with a Drake antenna tuner and a dial power meter and a gifted folded dipole.
Well, I tell you, you've got a terrific radio. Some people call that a beginner entry level, but it does so much, and it does so many things so well that, that's a radio that you can grow forever and ever. Nice to have 2 meters 440 plus all the HF bands as well. Terrific radio in a very small package. I'm sure you know since you run it, but also great for portable and mobile work because it's such a small package there, Roger.
Roger. Those are the exact same reasons why I purchased it. I plan on getting things set up in my truck, and I've got a friend who is offering a screwdriver antenna that I can take from the car to the truck to the field, so I think I'll be pretty well set up. I've got supper in the oven that's about done, so I'm going to say 7-3 for now. It's been great talking to you.
Hey, Doug, my pleasure. Thank you for giving me the call there, and I hope we'll have a chance to talk again. Yeah, you've been listening for a while. Give a look and a listen there on the channel, and kind of see how you sound on the air. Go about fast forward about 20 minutes in on the part 2 video, and see how you sound. Good in my receive. It got a little noise, but of course that's okay. Congrats for getting the general, and welcome to the hobby. And I hope we'll have a chance to talk again real soon. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Echo Zulu Bravo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, Doug, 7-3s. Okay, we'll clear with Doug, K0 RWB, QRZ, any other stations come with your call.
Juliet, Lima Echo, W4JLE, South Carolina.
I think it was a Whiskey 4 station, I'll get you, and then I heard the other one, the Juliet Lima Echo station. If you'll take a quick standby, we'll get back with you. I think there was a Whiskey 4 station in there first. If you are, come back with your complete call, please.
Yeah, it was Whiskey 4, Juliet Lima Echo, W4JLE.
Okay, good enough. Well, that sounds like somebody I had a chance to talk before, and just a couple of days ago. Sounds like Frederick. Hey, how you doing tonight there, Frederick?
We're doing great. Still playing with the little G90 and just having the time of our life with it. Good to hear all the folks calling in to you. I did jump on the other night to see what the rig sounded like on your end, but by the time I got there, I got about 2 to 5 seconds of it, I think, and then you had a reboot, so we didn't get a chance to hear too much of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, again, that's why they call it amateur radio, because that's exactly what we are here in the shack. We're trying to do it the best we can, but I'm not shutting her down. It's just doing it on its own. But we've done a reboot here 25 minutes ago. We're in the green. Everything is rolling. You keep talking, you'll be able to hear it, because it doesn't look like we're having an issue at the moment. But I'm not surprised. It's happened before, and you know, I guess like the wife said, that's one of the downsides of living in the country. Your internet is rather suspect, and we try to make the settings, you know, not too aggressive, because it does take a certain degree of bandwidth. But at the moment, it's doing okay, so I'm hoping you'll get a chance to hear it again. But yeah, I tell you, that little G90s, what a terrific radio. I started looking into that the other day after you and I talked, and boy, that packs a punch in a little tiny box there, Roger.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I've got a 756 Pro 2 here. I've got, let's see, I've got a 7100. I've got a 430S. I've got a couple of military radios. All of this stuff I can put online. And since I got this thing, this is the only thing I can use. And number one, the receiver on this is just absolutely phenomenal. It's better than any of the other receivers that I've gotten. And for the price that this thing is, you just can't beat it.
Yeah, and you're not running amp. You're just running the 20 watts out of the rig, correct?
Roger. Yeah, we're QRO tonight. We're peaking 20. I think the other night I was running 18 because I didn't want to take a chance on overheating. It turns out it don't overheat anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid. It is a solid signal at 5.9 and just bumping just a little above 9. Of course, there's a little noise on the band, of course, but you know, with the 20 watts and the way the audio is, it's terrific. And you know, you gotta tip your hat to your antenna system as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting out. So, it sounds, at least in my receive, you've got everything dialed in really well.
We appreciate it, and I'm sure there's others standing by, so we'll jump on out, and I'm going to go in and I've got YouTube turned on the TV in there, and we'll listen from in there. Good hooking up with you again, and thanks an awful lot for the signal report. Sure do appreciate it, Randy. Bye.
Well, I'm glad we got a chat again, and the stream is still going, so you're not going to get cut off. You know, again, probably move up to about 24, 25 minutes in. If you want to fast forward to that part, it gets you really close to where we started, Frederick. But gosh, always a pleasure. Out of Gilbert, South Carolina. Gosh, you know, we're getting stations really close into us, and now we're here again out in South Carolina along the on the coast. So this is a great night so far. Hey, listen, I appreciate you taking the time again to give us a call. And gosh, what a great little system you got set up there. So I'm hoping we'll have many more QSOs to come as well. Again, it's Thursday evening. You and yours be safe and be well. The weekend's coming up. Hope that goes well for you too. Whiskey 4, Juliet Lima Echo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 7 3s. Okay, K0 RWB. Any other stations come with the call? I got the Tango Bravo. Try to give it to me again if you would, please. Okay, I think I got it. Whiskey 8, Mike Tango Bravo. Is that Jacob? Go ahead. Well, I would say you're the first contact into Michigan tonight. We got a little noise. It didn't start out that way earlier, but we've got a little noise there on the band this time. I'll look at the meter next time around, but we do appreciate you giving us a call this evening here. The name is Randy, and our QTH, we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, there on I-70. Go ahead. Well, I've got your page pulled up. Got a nice little picture of the equipment there. That's pretty cool little setup you've got there. And, and I see in the details that you recently got your extra. Congrats on that. Good for you. And, of course, you've been out there for a while. I'm sure you know what it's all about in the hobby. But, boy, it sure is a lot of fun there, Roger.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got this radio probably about a month ago now, and I was having a lot of fun on HS, and I figured I'd better get the extra checked off once I wouldn't have to worry about my frequency. So now I can go anywhere. So I've been making lots of DS in the extra portion of GSL.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Well, I had a feeling you were a little bit younger operator in age, not as a bad thing, but your main picture, I said, well, only young people can ride a hardtail. Us old folks, we need dual suspension there, Roger.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm 14, and I've got a cousin who's 13, and a cousin who's, two cousins that are into the hobby as well. I think you can see that at the bottom of my page there. I think I have it all on there. There's two sisters and two uncles and a grandpa and my dad who are all into the hobby as well. So, yeah.
Well, that's great that you're following the tradition, and again, I've said it many, many times. It is a terrific hobby, and we started this channel back in end of January, basically on 20 meters, and had a great time on 20. But we moved here to 40 meters, and we just don't want to go anywhere. We've just met some of the greatest people in the world here on 40 meters, and everybody has some info they can share. Various people have got some great stories as well, and we're just going to camp right here. We really enjoy ourselves here on 40 meters. I can go anywhere else on 40 that I probably couldn't do on 20 meters. I can go to the coast out in Gilbert, South Carolina, or I can work a couple hundred miles away. So why would you go anywhere else? So it's been really good here. At least they sound really great in my receive there. Go ahead. Yeah, the bands have been fairly active here lately. Before we started this tonight, we flipped over to 20 meters, and there was a lot of activity on the waterfall, and that's good. And it seems as though 20 is open a little bit later in the evenings than it has been in the past. And then 40 meters, usually around 8 o'clock Central, my time anyway, it really starts to kick in. But so far, we've been out here for just about an hour, and we're not lacking for contacts. I'm hoping there's not big pileups because we like to try to get to everybody, but it's been a constant flow, and everybody's had really great signals. So I'd anticipate it being a good night there. Go ahead. Well, again, if we could just get rid of some of the noise, but that's kind of what 40 meters does, unfortunately. It would sure help a little bit, but it does seem to come up and then go down a little bit. We got a little bit more noise floor than I'd like to hear, but we certainly can't change it, but that's the way it works. Jacob, thanks for giving us a call. We'll move on and see if maybe there's a few more out there, but again, hey, congrats on your upgrade, and nice to have a chance to work you. Looks like for the first time, I don't see a contact in the log here, so I do thank you for that. We do try to get out here in the evenings around 7 o'clock Central, so if you hear us again, by all means, give us a call, and we'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. So, again, you and yours, be safe and well. Have a great what's left of the Thursday night. a good weekend coming up, and I hope we'll have a chance to work again real soon. Whiskey 8, Mike Tango Bravo, Whiskey 0 Radio, Kilo 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, Jacob 73s.
Yes, thanks for the contact. 78 Kilo 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, my friend, take care. Hey, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City, QRZ. Any other stations come with your call? Couple of stations out in the distance there. Couldn't quite pull any of the calls in. Let's try it again there, QRZ. And we're getting close. I got a November 0 station. Let's try that one more time. Was it Tango Lima uniform? Okay, my apologies. November 0, Tango Mike uniform. Is that it, Roger?
Location St. Paul, Minnesota. And you're sounding pretty good up here. About a 5 over 9 from Kansas City tonight. Band is a little bit on the noisy side.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Just here lately that the noise level kind of crept up a little bit. It could be part of it of gray line or just what, I'm not sure, but we're still able to get the contacts. Sometimes when I'm trying to pull calls, third time's a charm, but we want to make sure we get them in a log correctly because some people need the contacts or what have you, but we do appreciate you giving us a call this evening. I'll look at the meter next go-around, but once I got the call, I had no problems hearing you there. Go ahead. Yeah, I think you might be right. I looked at the news earlier and the weather, that with this heat and humidity that we've gotten here all of a sudden, a lot of these storms are popping up just out of nowhere, in the late afternoon. I have a feeling that's probably what's going on as well. But hopefully it's not severe. I really hate to have anybody in a situation that they couldn't get themselves out of. So if it is some weather, I just hope it isn't too bad anyway. Anyway, signals 5, 8, 5, and 9 here in my receive, but yeah, a little bit of noise, but not really a problem trying to copy you there. Go ahead.
Okay, you're just fine here too. The noise is kind of in and out, but it certainly isn't bothering anything. Well, I hope we get some weather moving in here tomorrow. I'd like to see some rain as far as the country. Some of it is getting severely parched. I did have a little rain here yesterday, about 3/4 of an inch, but sure could use a lot more. Well, I'll let you carry on there and see who else you can pick up. Nice to hear you from the Kansas City area tonight. And we'll say 73 CMU.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for taking the time to give us a call this evening. And hopefully we'll have a chance to work again. I didn't see a contact in the log, so thank you for the first one here on 40. And you and yours, be safe and be well. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And I'm sure we'll have a chance to talk again. So be safe and be well up in St. Paul, and hope you get some rain. We could use a little bit here ourselves, actually. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for both of us. November 0, Tango Mike uniform, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 7 trees. All right, sounds great. K0 RWB, QRZ, any other stations come with your call? Did I hear a Kilo Oscar station? Kilo Oscar? I know there's a few in there. I think it was a Kilo Oscar station again. Oh, so it was a Whiskey Oscar station. Let's try that one. Oh, that's terrific. Hey, Mark, nice to hear you. I didn't realize there was that many people out there trying to pull out the calls there the way I could. But boy, you are very something when you've got a call like that. That's a pretty special deal. That's terrific. Well, thanks for calling us this evening. We got into South Carolina, so we got that part of the coast. Didn't think we could get up to your direction, but I'll look at the meter next go around. But I had enough we could pull you out there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're peaking 10 over, man. You're peaking 10 over 9. You're peaking 10 over 9. But listen, I went a little bit, because I know you can't hear them all, but when you unkey and cross the Q, it sounds like a hive of bees. There's going to be 100 people calling you, Randy. So I'll let you go. I'll let you go work them. I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to say good evening, because I know you're in here every night, and I really appreciate everything you're doing with your live stream and all that stuff. Everything's great. So I'm here to support you 100%, Randy. So 73 and good yes. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. This is Whiskey Radio 1 Oscar. 73, Randy. Have a great night.
All right, Mark. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the signal report. Hard to believe that I'm 10 over in Spencer, but okay, I'll take it. Always a pleasure, man. I like that call. Congratulations. That is just too cool. Anyway, be safe and be well, my friend. Always a pleasure. I know we'll have lots of more contacts as well. Whiskey Radio 1 Oscar, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Mark. 73s.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, take care. K0 RWB QRZ. Any other stations come with a call. I didn't. Was that a Kilo 5 station in there? Was that Joe by chance? Kilo 5? I did hear. Was that a kilowatt Bravo station? All right, guys, one at a time here. I'm trying to get all of you. I promise. I think it was a Kilo Bravo station. Try that again. Let's see if I've got it right. Kilo Bravo 0 Echo Delta Echo. Well, I wish that was way on my receive. I'm hoping my antenna's working properly. I appreciate the signal report, but one of the contacts I had in St. Paul think there's weather coming. Maybe that's what the issue is, because I've got a little bit of noise on my receive, but I'll try to make it work for us there. Go ahead. Oh, terrific. Up in Davenport, another contact in Iowa. Well, you came up much better that time around. I'm hoping it's holding, because I want to verify, make sure I've got the call correctly. Give it to me one more time. Okay, good enough. Yeah, I've got it. Just wanted to make sure. In the Davenport, well, we got into Tama earlier, high school, South Tama. It was part of the conference when we were living in Grinnell. But nice to hear you in Davenport as well. Another, again, we don't get into Iowa too often, so it's nice to hear you guys out there. You were definitely up that time around as well. Good, solid 5 and 9 there. Go ahead. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for the struggles of trying to pull your call out, but I'm hoping it was worth it. It was for me anyway, so I do appreciate you stopping in and giving us a call this evening. Hopefully you'll get a chance to do it again. We look forward to it as well. So we'll say 7-3s to you, and let's hope all this weather subsides for everybody. Kilo Bravo 0 Echo Delta Echo Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, 7-3. And QRZ, K0 RWB, any other stations come with the call.
Kilo Delta 9 Delta Romeo Quebec.
Oh, I got that one. Kilo Delta 9 Delta Romeo Quebec. Hey, Bill, how are you this evening?
Fine, and how are you tonight? You're coming in here 5x9 into Wisconsin. Signal sounds great.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I'd like to think we're doing good. We've already had a shutdown on our internet. we're doing a live stream here on YouTube, and it has a mind of its own sometimes. It's been bouncing around, so we're holding steady about 45 minutes in so far, but other than that, yeah, it's been a great evening. A little bit more noise here the last half an hour or so, but not really an issue too much making contacts. However, you are the first from Wisconsin tonight, so thank you so much for that there. Go ahead.
Great, thank you very much. And this is Kilo Delta 9 Delta Romeo Quebec 73. Have a nice night.
All right, take care. 73's Kilo Delta 9 Delta Romeo Quebec Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care. 73's QRZ. Any other stations? I hope the noise doesn't kill us here. K0 RWB Randy in Kansas City. Any other stations come with the call? QRZ.
Kilo Echo 0 Juliet Victor Sierra.
Kilo Delta 0 Juliet Victor Sierra. Good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Good. It's Kilo Echo 0 Kilo Echo 0 Juliet Victor Sierra. Back to you.
Yeah, my apologies. I typed it right but said it wrong. It seems like the story of my life there, Roger.
I understand completely, Randy. It happens all the time with me. Good. You've got a wonderful signal into Lincoln, Nebraska tonight. Very nice. I don't often get into Kansas City. It seems we kind of jump over each other again. Anyway, back to you.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Or I don't get in Nebraska very often, and I know there's lots of operators. It must be timing on my part. I've got into Grand Island once that I can recall, in McCook. But yeah, and that's really pretty close between us. But the Monday night I got into St. Joe, which is 62 miles as a straight line. So I guess you can never tell. But hey, my first contact into Lincoln and first one in Nebraska this evening. So it's a win-win.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I guess this could be my first into Kansas City. Actually, I got started kind of late into this in 2018, and but at any rate, I've been enjoying it. What I really like to do is Parks on the Air. I've been doing some activations in Nebraska and some of the places we travel outstate. Back to you.
Yeah, that's great. I haven't done any of the Parks on the Air. I was very active in the National Parks on the Air program in 2016, and we had done quite a few. We had done all of Missouri, we did all of Arkansas, all of Iowa, all of Kansas, and about half of Colorado, and a lot of activations, and then we did some chasing later on. But yeah, it's a terrific deal. Again, is it something that you can backpack in, that kind of thing? That's kind of how we wanted to have ours set up, and it is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun there, Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, it's been real enjoyable. I like the aspect of getting out and sitting at the station, whether it's off the back of the pickup or packing back in. I just find it enjoyable. Get a chance to get out to Colorado, Montana, Idaho, Utah, and those states as well. Yeah, this kind of piggybacked. I believe Parks on the Air kind of piggybacked on National Parks on the Air when you guys quit that. I think that's when this started out. Back to you.
Yeah, and we looked into that. We were just trying to kind of recover from all the travel and some of the expense and what have you from the program, and really did enjoy it. It was a really great program, and I think it worked out really great for the ham community as it did for the national parks as well. I had several occasions where the ranger stations actually gave me a room that had access to the outdoors, so we could run cable and stuff through, and they actually would bring people in. We operated one park 2 days in a row, and they allowed people to come down. We took a pause and we were able to answer questions and show some of the younger folks how the antenna setup worked. I let them kind of make a contact as well, and I'd like to think that kind of took off, and maybe from that we've got some new operators out of it. But again, it was a great time. We really did enjoy it. We just have tried to think about what we would do on the Parks on the Air, and it let's put it this way, life kind of got in the way there, Roger.
Yeah, I understand that completely. Yeah, I did a little chasing with National and then when Parks on the Air started, I did quite a bit of chasing with that the first year, and then finally got it together and got out, and it's just been fun. Really enjoy it. Hey, Randy, this has been really nice. I really enjoyed this visit. Like I said, your signal in from Lincoln tonight is quite nice. The fidelity is wonderful. So this is Tom, Kilo Echo Zero, Juliet Victor Sierra. Say 7-3, Randy, and wish you all your families the best.
Hey, Roger. Well, I didn't ask you, and you didn't tell me. I assume that you're not running it portable. You're at your QTH.
I'm at my QTH.
Okay, fine. Well, I didn't know if you heard it earlier, but since we're doing the live stream, you should go to the channel and listen to our QSO, see how you sound on the air since we're this close, and get an idea what the setup really sounds like. We don't get an opportunity to do that very often, and that's kind of why we started this channel, for people to be able to listen to their own audio signal. Just go to my channel, which is my call sign. You can go right to YouTube and go in the search bar, type in my call, look for the video that says Part 2 with today's date, or you can go to my QRZ page. We have a link, and it works the same way. But, give a chance, give a look at it. And, again, it sounds good in my receive here, minus the noise, but we like doing it, and I think others enjoying it well. As long as that happens, we'll keep doing it. Tom, thank you for Lincoln, Nebraska. Do enjoy it very much, and I hope we have a chance to work again very soon. Kilo Echo Zero, Juliet Victor Sierra, Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 7-3s.
7-3.
Okay, K0 RWB, QRZ. Any other calls coming through?
November 8, Hotel Charlie Sierra.
November 8, Hotel Charlie Sierra. Good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Good, Randy. This is Don. I'm in Nunica, Michigan, in southwest Michigan. I don't know if you know anything about where Michigan is, but we're in the lower left-hand corner there, Roger.
Oh, Roger. I'm thinking that's in the South Pacific, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's like the South Pacific of Lake Michigan. We're kind of right on Lake Michigan there. Right around Muskegon, Michigan, east of Grand Rapids. West of Grand Rapids, and straight across the state from Detroit. And been listening to you here for a while, so I thought I'd join the menagerie. And you're S9 and bouncing over here once in a while into Nunica here. And set up here is a 7300 and the 30L1, and then I've got an A3S beam up there. It has the 40-meter add-on there, Roger.
Well, it sounds really good, and sounds great in my receive. So I can't honestly say that I've heard a bad 7300. There are some that I've heard have been tweaked with different microphones and little adjustments on the transmit audio, but by and large, they sound really good out of the box. And I'd have to say you're the first contact in the Michigan tonight, so thank you so much for that, and appreciate you listening here. It is a lot of fun. I will say this, I do feel bad on the pileups. I'm not a great pileup person, and we try to pull calls out the best we can. As I said earlier, I don't do 5.9 QRZ, and I'm not able to do 10 or 15-minute queues because we want to try to give everybody a chance and try to be respectful of everybody's time, and I think people can understand that and respect it, and we hope they do anyway. And so we make contacts the best we can, but we're fortunate enough that we're getting contacts from all over the country this evening, and now we've got Michigan as well. So this has been a great evening so far there, Roger.
Yeah, okay, Randy. Am I getting any kind of a signal down there?
Well, if I told you 20 over, I didn't want to give you a big head.
Okay, well, the antenna's new to me, so I'm glad it's working. Running about 400 watts, that's it. And everybody warned me about this antenna, the 20 with the 40 meters on it. It's all the traps. I got to think there's no 40-meter traps on here. There's 20-meter traps, so I could stop 20 from going into the 40, but I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out. Can always take it down and put something else up, right?
Oh, well, first off, in amateur radio, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So you have to have multiple antennas anyway. But I wouldn't change a thing. Again, the signal is terrific. The audio is very good in my receive as well. I wouldn't imagine you'd have any trouble making any contact you wanted to there, Roger.
Yeah, okay, real good. Yeah, well, the microphone's kind of a hodgepodge. It's a condenser mic. It's actually built for computers, but we remanufactured the hookup a little bit. And it's a Neewer, N-E-E-W-E-R. It's a boom microphone. It's kind of cool looking. It had only a fraction of the cost of a Heil microphone, but I don't know how they compare, but it works, and it gets out of my way when I need it. Now, are you on your hex beam tonight?
Well, I would be if we were on 20 through 10 meters, or through 6. So since we're on 40 meters, we're just running the 40-meter dipole off the side of the tower.
Oh, okay. I thought the hex beam you could get 40 meters on them.
Well, I believe they do make an add-on kit, and I think there's a company over in Europe that's making a 40-meter version as well. But I'm happy with what I have on the hex beam. It works for me.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, yeah, you got a good signal here for whatever you're using, so yeah, I wouldn't change that at all. You got that strung up as a dipole or as an inverted V?
It's just a dipole. It's a store-bought dipole. One arm is kind of angled back here to the backyard off of the deck fence, and the other arm is kind of off to the northwest into a tree limb, 10 or 12 feet in the air. So it's at the apex at about 38 foot. And we've always considered about moving it up a little higher, because elevation is your friend. But, everybody says the signals are so good, I hate to mess with it, so we're going to leave it alone.
Yeah, back to basics, 100 watts in the wire, it does the job. I know with what I got here, I didn't need only but a wire for 80, and that works really good on 80. Just having I got it strung up like an inverted V, but boy, it sure works good. It's just, everybody uses all these new gadgetsy end-fed wires and all of that stuff, and that good old dipole, it just works. Seems to always work good on them lower frequencies. So, okay, we'll let you carry on. I'm going to throw you down here on QRZ and log you in, and we'll let you make a bunch of contacts. Have a good night, Randy. This is N8HCS Don up here in the lower left-hand corner of Michigan.
Well, I appreciate it, Don, and thank you for the contact in the South Pacific of Michigan. Nice to a chance to work you. Again, I don't see a contact on my log, so thank you so much for the first one. And we try to get out here during the week, 7 o'clock Central, thereabouts, here on 40 meters. So if you hear us out again, by all means, give us a call, and we'll see how things are going at that particular time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You and yours be safe and be well, and look for you again. November 8, Hotel Charlie Sierra, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, Don, 73.
73.
Okay, K0, RWB, QRZ. Any other stations? Come with your call. Kilo Charlie 2, Victor Alpha Whiskey. Joel, good evening. No problem, Joel. Yeah, we got all of that. Running the 857. We own one of those ourselves. Appreciate the signal report. You're also about 5 and 8 and 5 and 9 in my receive. And I believe you said the park was Kilo 2060, Roger?
Roger. Can you confirm the call for me, please?
You bet. The call here is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. The handle is Randy, the QTH. We are 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
Roger, Roger, sir. Moving right in here to Central New York from Kansas City this evening. You sound like you're sitting right next to me, sitting right next to me at the table sign. Fabulous signal, sir.
Well, you know, again, it's nothing special. It's just a 40-meter dipole, 38 foot in the air, and we're not going to touch it. It seems to work the way it's configured, and we're going to let it sit just like that, and hopefully it'll continue to work that well as it is. And we like to let the radio and the microphone help, but we like to have the antenna do the majority of the heavy lifting there. Roger? Now, thank you so much. We do appreciate it, Joel, and we'll get you down here in the log and make sure that's a contact for you for your Parks on the Air this evening. And yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, again, first contact in New York. Really nice to hear that we're getting out here on the East Coast. We got into South Carolina earlier as well, so nice to see that we can get into the coast, and we're getting stationed close in as well. So you and yours be safe and be well. Have fun out there. Working your portable setup there at the park, and enjoy your weekend coming up as well. Kilo Charlie 2 Victor Alpha Whiskey, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 7 trees. Okay, K0 RWB, QRZ, any other stations come with your call?
Kilo 9, Kilo Romeo Alpha.
Kilo 9, Kilo Romeo Alpha. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, Randy, sir, you are booming tonight. You must have that pipeline wide open between our QTHs here. You are 5'9" plus 10 all the time, in and out. I mean, it's just like you're sitting in my driveway, Roger.
Well, you know, I wish I could understand why that is. I guess we just got good propagation in certain parts of the country. You know, it always seems to work out really well in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin. But, you know, we got a bonus. I've got into Divide, Colorado, got into Iowa twice tonight, and even got into Lincoln, Nebraska. My gosh, the band is just everywhere.
Wow, good deal, good deal. You did all that on 40 tonight?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I just finished with upstate New York. So it's long and it's short, and everybody's had just relatively great, strong signals, and you know, you just can't ask for more.
Yeah, I guess we got some good solar headed our way. Solar activity is favorable. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like I'm way over. Am I over my opportunity, Roger?
I was just going to say you need to back it up just a little bit.
Yeah, is that any better?
Yeah, now you're coming around. You're just a big high-powered station. I know, you can't help it.
No, I don't know how. Somehow my mic gain got changed. It was up to like 70. I normally keep it around 46, 47, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see my little, I'm way, if you're red, you're dead. Well, I shouldn't be talking to you now. I was so red, Roger.
Well, that happens. So tell me, how do you like the ACOM 2000?
Dude, it's I know it's a 2-amp. A lot of people swear by solid state, but it only takes 3 minutes to warm up, and then I don't touch it. I mean, it's automatic. No matter what band I'm on, it tunes itself. Every 100K, it retunes itself. I got cat control for it for my flex, so it's I just set it and forget it, Roger. I mean, it's got a clean signal on it. You're not going to get any cleaner signal than you will from a 2-amp, Roger.
Oh, so you're telling me you like it then?
Just a little bit, just you know, I take a fondness for it, Roger.
Yeah, and now that's legal limit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's legal limit and then some. It'll go up to about 2,400. Of course, I don't run it that high, but yeah, it'll go to 2,400. So I can run it right at 1,500 and still have plenty of overhead on it without killing the amp, Roger.
Yeah, that's good. And it's what, wired for 220?
Yeah, I got a wire for 220. Yep.
Oh, that's great. Well, I've got the little brother, the 1000, and yeah, it's a tuber, of course, but it's I have to say less than 10 seconds to tune it, and it's really forgiving as well. I think we've already had that conversation, but considering the other amp that we are taking with us now in portable, the solid state, this has been a very nice addition to the shack, and very low maintenance so far. Of course, we're kind of the same way. We don't want to hammer it. It sits around 700 thereabouts, and just kind of lopes along. But it's currently wired for 120. But we had a dedicated line for it, so that does help us somewhat.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, if you're going to run an amp on 110, you definitely need a dedicated circuit. Obviously, my 240 is dedicated, 220 is dedicated for it. So, but if I didn't run it, I couldn't do over like 700 if I didn't run it at 220. So, and I was in Slovenia today on 20 meters, and I was trying to get into Chile, but there was too many people, and I hate it when people only give partial call signs and stuff, and there was some real poor etiquette in the pileup and stuff, so I just kind of said forget it. I'll wait till next time, Roger.
Yeah, and it's usually the cooler heads prevail, as they say, and it's unfortunate, and I feel bad as well even doing this, Kevin, because you get half a dozen calls or whatever coming in, and gosh, you're like, I'm trying to get my pen out here and try to write something down that I can pull out, and it's and it can be a real struggle, and I'm sure stations calling are frustrated as well. We're both frustrated, and we're trying to make it work the best we can. But I feel that there are a few more stations that might be a little more patient with me than maybe most. So I think all in all, it's worked out fairly well.
Yeah, Roger. No, I think you do a great job. You do a bang-up job out here. So. And you're very cordial. You have good conversation and stuff. And don't sweat it, man. Yeah, you're doing a great job out here, and it's always fun talking to you. I can always have a good conversation and stuff, and not have to worry about anything. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to it. Elon is. I know I'm a Tesla fan, and Elon is releasing the new Model S Tesla. They're unveiling it in about half an hour. So, and they're doing it. They're live streaming it. So I need to get ready for that. I got to see the new Model S coming out. It'll do 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. It's got like 1,000 horsepower. So I just got the yoke steering wheel in it. So I just have to check that out. And I don't know. I've got one. I've got the same model, but it's an older one. It's not quite as. This is a new and improved version of the one that I have. But I got that Cybertruck on reservation, so I may end up getting that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, Roger.
No, I would certainly go check that out as well. I certainly know. I can understand, the anticipation. So don't let me hold you up, of course. But no, it's always a pleasure. I looked at the logs, so you're a regular now. We've got several contacts, and I log them all, no matter if it's the first time or if it's been 15. I log them all. So we've got you down here as a regular. So now you're obligated. You're going to have to check in.
Hey, no worries there. I'll check in whenever I'm on, and whenever you're on frequency, so don't have to worry about that, sir. So, all right, Randy, well, you take care. Kilo 0, red, white, and blue, Kilo 9, Kilo, Radio America. We'll talk to you later, dude. We'll catch you down the log.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. Yeah, you're 25 over that time as well. So, hey, always a pleasure, man. And I hope that goes well. I didn't realize there was a premiere tonight for Tesla. So go check it out, and I know we'll have a chance to talk again real soon. Kilo 9, Kilo Romeo Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. See you later, Kevin. Take care. Okay, K0 RWB. Got time for one more call. QRZ.
November 2, Foxtrot, India X-ray, N2, FIS.
Delta 9.
Was it November 2, Foxtrot, India X-ray?
Yeah, you got it, Randy. How are you? I got you live on YouTube also right now. Everybody's seeing your feed on my feed. Sounds great. You were banging 5.9 in here, Western New York. All of a sudden I'm getting a bunch of noise, but we still got a fine copy. Go ahead.
Hey, Roger. So how's Rebel Radio going?
It's going good. You know how it is. I got a million jobs and a million other things going. I got some really great content to eventually post here. But it's time to sit down and edit it and everything else. You know how it is. Go ahead.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, you're pushing almost 20 over here in the receive. And I would have never have guessed. I mean, we got upstate New York a little bit ago running portable POTA station, antennas 20 feet off the ground and a 5.9 signal. And now you're coming in almost 20 over. So, guys, I just can't get over how well the band has been for the most part there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I've been dealing with the same stuff you have with the live stream and that. Mine just went down for some reason. I got great internet speed here. I'm running almost 400 Mbps, and then all of a sudden it drops out on me. It's pretty aggravating.
Well, try living in the country. I mean, we're using this Nomad, and sometimes it's mad, and it just shuts down. It did that to us earlier. We were about 5 or 6 minutes in, and it decided just to stop. And it was very fortunate. The station I was talking with in Illinois, name was Jeff, was very nice about sticking around and kind of holding the channel or the frequency per se while we went down to reboot and came back, and we were able to finish our conversation and was able to get him on the live stream. I wanted him to be able to hear his audio, and we've been okay since that point, an hour and 11 in. But gosh, it can change in a moment's notice. I'm sure you know that as well.
Yeah, Roger that. It can definitely be frustrating. And on the computer end, I'm running like some of the latest and greatest. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the GPU world and how hard it is to get a new GPU, but I scored one of the biggest and the best, and I got it in a brand new Alienware right now. I'm streaming at 60 FPS. It seems like it's doing great. It's got to be internet issues. And I'm like you. I'm out here in the country also. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're we're using our gaming computer, which is not very old, and we bought more than we needed because we knew we could grow into it, and so ours is based on internet. We know that, and we're running 30 frames per second, and generally speaking, it's okay. But every once in a while, the internet gets a little glitch here and there, and then it decides it wants to do something else. So there's one night we got bumped about 5 or 6 times, and everybody was really nice about it. We went down and reboot real quick, came back up, started it all over again, and people were able to kind of follow us on the different parts that we were doing so they could listen to the playbacks, and that's probably been the worst so far. But tonight has been okay, and we're at the bottom of the hour anyway, which kind of allots our time, so it has worked fairly well. Well, I'm glad to hear it. You've been pushing about 20 over here, so probably one of the bigger signals I've held this evening. My friend Kevin up here in Waukegan, Illinois, was about 25 over that last go around with him, but otherwise you've been very, very strong. That is encouraging, especially the location, of course, but really nothing out west. We did get into Divide, Colorado, which is a little over about 9,000 feet thereabout on the Front Range. And then, again, we're just taking them wherever they come from, and we've just about hit everywhere, it seems like, tonight there. Go ahead.
Yeah, good, Phil. Copy that. You're the first this evening. I'm in the middle of some big projects here at the shop. We're a police car builder, and police car parts were like 8 months behind, and of course everything showed up at once, so I've just been really busy. But I've tonight. I hope everyone subscribes to your channel. I hope if they're watching, they check my channel out also. It's much appreciated. And as always, it's my pleasure. I got to try to find a frequency here to find and call CQ for a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to be clear here in a few minutes. You're more than welcome to stay right here if you like, but that's totally up to you. But yeah, I hope so as well. Again, we put the information up there, and that's the cool thing. We're able to try to help each other, and I think other people kind of see that as well. We get some of that people that do that notification and sort of thing here on the chat as well, which is pretty cool. But we've got things that the wife wanted us to complete before the day is completed, and I said only if I can spend a little time on the radio. So that's kind of the trade-off, and it's a good trade-off, so we don't mind at all. So always a pleasure, my friend, and yeah, like I said, if you'd like, you're welcome to stay here. We do have to shut it down for the evening. We hope to be back here tomorrow evening the same time, 7 o'clock Central, and start again. But in the meantime, thanks so much for giving us a call. It's a beautiful signal, and I hope the channel continues to grow for you. November 2, fix. Foxtrot India X-ray, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. We'll be clear on yours. Thanks again, Nathan.
Yeah, roger that, Randy. 7-3 from Western New York, and I will hang in here and use this frequency when you're done. 7-3, my friend.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, I do appreciate it, especially the people there on the chat as well. My friend Todd and a few others have been out there, Andy, and have been even you, Nathan, have kind of helped us there on the chat as well. This K0RWB, Randy in Kansas City. We're going to be clear this evening. Thank you all, and QRT, the frequency is yours.